Hi, this is Dylan Gardner behind the camera, and today I'm here with Glen Meyer to do an interview on the safety and preparation that is essential for a visit to Mount Timpanogos. This interview is taking place at the Timpanogos Emergency Response Team Station, just past the parking lot on the Stewart Falls side. Glenn, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your job here on Timp?
Well, my job here on Timp is I'm the director, meaning I guess I'm in charge of everything. So I manage all the things that go under the trailhead and up high and all the medical and all that thing. So I'm just kind of the head guy.
All right, thanks. That's a lot of service that you've put in on the team. So here's the first question for this interview. What is the Timpanogos Emergency Response Team, or TERT for short, and when was it founded?
Well, it was founded in 1983 by a fellow that worked for UVU, former UVU. And he was an outdoor recreation guy, and he formed it because he saw a lot of people up here getting hurt or even dying. And he thought it'd be good to have a team come up here and help them with their medical problems and that. So he created a team in '83, and I was one of the first members of the team. And he was the director for the first 3 years or so, and then I took over after that. So I've been kind of the director ever since.
All right. Could you describe the weekend team of TERT?
The weekend team, we consist of 3 different groups. We have 2 trailhead groups, one that stays here at Aspen Grove, another one that's at Timpanogos, and they communicate with people going up. They also communicate with the team up high. They communicate with each other. And we also have a high team. We call it a high camp team, and that consists of a team leader, at least 1 or 2 communicators, and medical people, whether EMTs or nurses or have some medical background. So our team usually is around 6 up there to maybe about 8 that goes up high and camps up about 5.5 miles from here.
When would you say is it necessary to contact TERT for help?
Well, we do kind of 3 things up there on the mountain. We talk to people, and we give them information. So we provide information, so they contact us. We provide information. We can also provide them information on saying, oh, don't go that way because you'll get hurt, or you're not prepared or something. Usually you would contact us if you want info, or secondly, if you've got some problems. If you even have a headache, you can contact us. We'll probably have an aspirin we can give you or something. But if you have any kind of injury whatsoever, we can help you with that. Or if you feel sick or otherwise anything else, you should have them contact us while we're up there. We're right up there right by the shelter, so that's kind of a central point for everybody, and people can come around and go to the shelter, and we can help them at that point.
What items would you say are essential for hiking Timp?
Well, first of all, I'd say boots would be the first thing you'd have to have good shoes. And secondly, you should have a lot of water. You need to carry a lot of water. You can't carry just a little bottle of water up there. You've got to carry 4 or 5 of those bottles of water up there, because you need to take a lot of water in, because you expire a lot as you sweat and that, so you need a lot of water to keep you feeling good and making it up the top. Other things you probably need some a hat, probably some sunscreen, because you can really get burned up there if you're exposed a long time. Probably have maybe a sweater or something a little extra more than what you need down here, because it's 15 degrees colder up there, and if you get up there and sit for very long, you can get cooled off pretty well. So sometimes carrying a little bit more would be better. Have a little bit of food with you, little bars, granola bars or something, so that you can eat, keep your energy up when you're hiking.
What would you say are the most common injuries sustained on Timp, and how can they be prevented?
Well, sprains, broken legs. If you're hiking through rocks that slip, and that, you just have to be more careful. That's how you can avoid them. A lot of people slide down the snowfield. They go to the top and they slide down the snowfield, and that's not too bad to do early in the season. But right now it's not too good because a lot of rocks poke up. So people go up there and they slide down, they hit a rock, goes up the backside, they get a lot of lacerations and that sort of thing. So we see quite a bit of that. We see hypothermia. Well, hypothermia when it gets cold. That's not so much right now, but it can get cold up there. We see altitude sickness. Somebody's sitting over a rock and they just don't feel good. And then we ask them, where'd you come from? They said, we came from California yesterday. And we say, guess what you got? You got altitude sickness. You're not used to this elevation. So we encourage them to go down even though they don't want to move. But they need to move or they won't get better. So we have those kind of things. Dehydration, where people just don't drink enough water. We see a lot of that too. So cuts, bruises, any kind of thing. We see a variety of things up there.
All right. All right. Last but not least, how can people join TERT, and what kind of training do they need to go through or qualifications?
Well, we have a web page. It's tert.org. That's tert.org. They can go there, and it tells you how to do it, how to join. We're looking for people that are ham radio operators, which are communication people, and people that have a medical background. Those are the primary people we're looking for. We like people that like to hike, so they can go there and find out. We also have a Facebook page, which is Timpanogos Emergency Response Team. That provides a lot more information for the hikers. The training we do, we have 2 training sessions in the spring. One is here at Aspen Grove, full day. We have another one at the hospital down UVRMC in Provo, and at full day times, and we just talk about the things specific to TIMP and what we do up there and the guidelines and things we do, and we have a lot of scenarios so people can work through them and all that. So no, they're not totally trained in terms of medical and that, but they are trained with respect to what we do on TIMP.
All right. Well, thank you, Glenn, for your time today and
Okay.
your service dedicated to TIMP.
No problem. Thank you.